안녕하세요. 터미입니다. Let's chin up and learn Korean together. Today's grammar is 아어 가지고 and then 을을 가지고 with or using and 거든요 because. These are like golden grammar because Korean people use them so frequently. So when you watch some dramas or listen to K-pop after this class, please listen carefully to find these expressions. You will be like, oh yes, I surely heard it. I'm so motivated when I see your improvement, and I'm so satisfied when your face lights up with joy when you understand what you've learned. So please cherish every small piece of your improvement, and let's finish the intermediate class together. I'm sure you can do it. Let's climb the mountain together and be the supermaster of Korean. 그럼 시작할게요. Okay, we are going to look at 아어 가지고 first. It has two meanings. The first one is and then, and the second one is because. For the first meaning, you can use it to express two things that happen sequentially, such as 떡볶이를 만들어 가지고 친구한테 줬어요. I made 떡볶이 and gave it to a friend. You can see the first and the second action in this sentence, right? In this kind of case, you use 아어 가지고. Next, you can also use this to explain some reasons like and so or because. For example, you can say 배가 너무 고파가지고 수업에 집중 못했어요. I was very hungry, so I couldn't concentrate in the class. You see that this example is stating the reason by using 아어 가지고. Okay? So now I'm going to tell you an important point. In terms of meaning, 아어 가지고 is similar to 아어서. However, Korean people use 아어 가지고 mostly in conversations. In other words, 아어서 is used both in written and spoken language and sounds formal. But 아어 가지고 is mainly used in spoken language and it is informal. Therefore, it is not suitable for official writing, such as academic papers, contracts, or essays in exams. If I see 아어 가지고 used in an academic paper, I doubt the quality of its paper. Okay? The conjugation is quite simple. First, you remove your from your form, goodbye, and add 가지고. For example, in the case of 가다, to go, your form is 가요, right? You remove your from this and add 가지고 to make 가가지고, which means go to, and then. For 먹다 is to eat, right? This your form is 먹어요, right? You remove your from this and add 가지고 to make 먹어가지고, which means eat something and then. You can conjugate adjectives in the same way as verbs. In addition, Korean people often say 가지고 to 가지고 or 갖고. These are the same meaning. So now, let's look at some example sentences. The first one is to express two actions that occurred sequentially. 시간도 없는데 빨리 준비해가지고 떠나요. Since we don't have time, let's get ready quickly and leave. In this sentence, 준비하다 is to prepare. The your form of this is 준비해요, right? So you remove your from it, goodbye, and add 가지고 to make 준비해가지고, to get ready and then. Got it? Next, let's see an example sentence which states the reason. 어제는 머리가 너무 아파가지고 저녁도 안 먹고 잤어. Yesterday I had a headache, so I went to bed without even having dinner. In this sentence, 아프다 is to get hurt. The your form is 아파요, right? So you remove your from it, goodbye. And add 가지고 to make 아파가지고, it hurts so. You can see that this speaker is trying to express the reason. The next one also expresses the reason. 스마트폰을 집에 놓고 나와가지고 전화 받을 수 없었어요. I forgot my phone at home and went out, so I couldn't answer the phone. In this sentence, 나오다 is to come out. Its your form is 나와요. Yes. So you remove your from it. Goodbye. And add 가지고 to make 나와가지고 came out so. Crystal clear? Then let's deepen your understanding more through some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 난 돈을 곧 유학 갈 거야. I'm going to save money and then definitely go to study abroad. Number 1, 모아가지고. Number 2, 모아가져서. The correct answer is number 1. In this sentence, 돈을 모으다 is to save money. Its your form is 모아요. Yes. So you remove your from it. Goodbye. And add 가지고 to make 모아가지고 save money and then. Number 2, 모아가져서 is the wrong expression. Korean people don't use it. Okay, then let's read it out loud together. 난 돈을 모아가지고 곧 유학 갈 거야. Please read it several times. Okay, let's move on to the next quiz. 컴퓨터가 새 걸 살까 해요. The computer is old, so I'm thinking of buying a new one. Number 1, 낡아가지고. Number 2, 써가지고. The correct answer is number 1. In this sentence, 낡다 is to be old, and its your form is 낡아요. Right. So you remove your from it. Adios, yo. And add 가지고 to make 낡아가지고. It's old. So, number 2, 써가지고 means I used to. So, therefore, it doesn't fit in this sentence. Okay, then let's read it out loud together. 컴퓨터가 낡아가지고 새 걸 살까 해요. Please read this sentence several times until you can say it confidently. The next grammar is 을을 가지고. It's so similar to the previous one, 아우 가지고. I know, right? This grammar, 을을 가지고 means with something. What it means is quite similar to 으로, with. But 을을 가지고 is mainly used in conversations. It's often abbreviated like 을을 갖고, and sometimes 을을 will be omitted. About the conjugation, if a noun does not have a final consonant, you have to use 를 가지고. And if a noun has a final consonant, you have to use 을 가지고. For example, 김치 does not have a final consonant. So you add 를 가지고 and say 김치를 가지고, meaning with kimchi. Also, because it's often used and abbreviated in conversations, the part 을을 will be shortened, like 리을 갖고. So it sounds like 김치를 갖고. On the other hand, 달걀, which means egg, has a final consonant, so you use 을 가지고 and say 달걀을 가지고, meaning with eggs. Then let's look at an example sentence. 무슨 문제를 가지고 그렇게 고민하세요? What problem are you worried about? In this sentence, 문제, problem, does not have a final consonant. So you add 를 가지고 to make 문제를 가지고 with a problem. In English, you can translate it as what problem are you worried with? But this sounds a little strange in English, so I changed it to what problems are you worried about? Okay. You can also change 문제를 가지고 into 문제로 and say 무슨 문제로 그렇게 고민하세요? It has the same meaning. Then let's look at the next sentence. 남은 밥을 가지고 볶음밥이라도 해먹을까? How about cooking fried rice with the leftover rice? In this sentence, 밥 is rice. 밥 has a final consonant, so you add 을 가지고 to make 밥을 가지고, which means with rice. Let's move on to the next sentence. 이건 쌀을 갖고 만든 빵이에요. This is bread made with rice. Bread made with rice! Wow! That's very unique, isn't it? This phrase sounds like something that you would hear in commercials, don't you think? Anyway, in this sentence, 쌀, rice, has a final consonant. So you add 을 갖고 to make 쌀을 갖고, meaning with rice. Let's move on to the next sentence. 이 수건을 갖고 닦아. Wipe it with this towel. In this sentence, 을 is omitted and 갖고 directly follows a noun like 수건 갖고, meaning with a towel. Did you understand completely? Then let's deepen your understanding with some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 이 영화 볼 수 있어요. You can watch a movie with this ticket. Number 1, 티켓을 갖고. Number 2, 티켓을 가졌으니까. The correct answer is number 1. Ticket is a ticket. So you add 을 가지고 and say 티켓을 가지고. You can also say like 티켓으로 with the same meaning. The second one expresses a reason like because I had a ticket. So it means something different. Then let's read it out loud together. 이 티켓을 갖고 영화 볼 수 있어요. Please read it at least 3 times, imagining that you are talking to your friends. Then let's move on to the next one. 오늘은 무슨 회의를 한대? What contents are we holding a meeting with today? Number 1, 내용을 가지고. Number 2, 내용을 가져가서. The correct answer is number 1. 내용 is content. So you add 을 가지고 and say 내용을 가지고. The number 2, 가져가서 means bring it and then, so it's not the right answer. Then let's read it out loud together. 오늘은 무슨 내용을 가지고 회의를 한대? Please practice it several times, imagining you are talking to a coworker. The next grammar is a famous one. 거든요. Because Korean people use this to provide new information. When you remove 여 from 거든요, it will become 반말, casual speech. So 거든 is a casual way of saying. Korean people use this grammar a lot in conversations. You can express some reasons by 거든요. About the conjugation, you can just add 거든요 to a stem regardless of a final consonant. For example, in the case of 가다, to go, it becomes 가거든요, meaning because I'm going. And for 먹다, to eat, it becomes 먹거든요, meaning because I eat. Also, for an adjective, 기쁘다 becomes 기쁘거든요, meaning because I'm happy. And 좋다 becomes 좋거든요, meaning because it's good. Additionally, for nouns, you use 이거든요. And for past tense, you use 얻거든요. So, let's see an example sentence. 제가 오늘은 아무래도 못 갈 것 같아요. 오후에 시간이 없거든요. I don't think I can go today because I don't have time in the afternoon. In this sentence, 시간이 없다 is not to have time, right? You add 거든요 to make 시간이 없거든요 because I don't have time. By using 거든요, you are expressing a reason why you cannot come. Then let's see an example of 반말, casual speech. 넌 왜 안 먹어? Why don't you eat? 내가 지금 다이어트 중이거든. Because I'm on a diet now. In this example, 다이어트 중이다 means to be on a diet. You add 거든 to make 다이어트 중이거든. Because I'm on a diet. You are telling a reason why you don't eat. Got it? Let's see another example of 거든. 넌 요즘 왜 그렇게 열심히 공부해? Why are you studying so hard these days? 내가 다음 달에 시험을 보거든. 그래서 공부 좀 하려고. Because I'm going to take an exam next month, so I try to study a bit. This is such a good example sentence of 거든. Here, 시험을 보다 is to take an exam. You add 거든 to its stem to make 시험을 보거든, which means because I'm taking an exam. Then let's deepen our understanding with some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 오늘은 일찍 잘래요. 내일 아침 4시 반에. Today I'll go to bed early because I have to wake up at 4:30 tomorrow morning. Number 1, 일어나야 되거든요. Number 2, 일어나야 하니깐요. The correct answer is number 1. 일어나야 되다 is have to wake up. You add 거든요 to its stem to make 일어나야 되거든요. Because I have to get up. The number 2, 일어나야 하니깐요 is a wrong expression, so please don't use it. Okay, then let's read it out loud together. 오늘은 일찍 잘래요. 내일 아침 4시 반에 일어나야 되거든요. Then let's look at the next quiz. 난 정말 그러니까 나한테 말 시키지 마. I'm really tired, so don't talk to me. Uh-oh, in this kind of situation, you might want to leave her alone, right? Otherwise, you're going to get hurt. Anyway, I'm going to give you 2 choices. Number 1, 피곤이거든. Number 2, 피곤하거든. The correct answer is number 2. 피곤하다 is to be tired. So you add 거든요 to its stem to say 피곤하거든. Because I am tired. Number 1 is the wrong answer because it uses 피곤, fatigue alone as a noun. Okay? Let's read it out loud together. 난 정말 피곤하거든. 그러니까 나한테 말 시키지 마. Okay? Don't talk to that person if you are in that situation. You guys are such a brilliant student as you finish today's lesson. I bet you often heard people telling you, you are so smart, didn't you? Anyway, now I'm going to give you a present of homework. 웃으면 산다. Homework. Come on. The first assignment is to write 3 sentences using the grammar we learned today. So first, please talk to me using 아오 가지고 and then and so. I will make a sentence like 오늘 이렇게 영상을 찍어 가지고 올릴 거예요. 많이 봐주세요. Today I'm planning to take and upload the video, so please enjoy it. For the second sentence, please write a sentence with 을 가지고 with something. For example, 이 책을 가지고 공부하고 있어요. I'm studying with this book. For the third sentence, please talk to me friendly using 거든요. Because, for example, 제가 숙제를 여러분께 항상 드릴 거거든요. 꼭 제출하세요. I always give you homework, so please make sure to submit it. I am putting you too much pressure on you? I am very good at pushing people to work. Anyway, I'm so happy that even now I receive lots of assignments from you guys. I'm so encouraged by your efforts and energy. because you guys are the source of my energy. And the second homework is to memorize 40 words. Please memorize the 40 words from number 201 to number 240 on page 3 in the intermediate vocabulary list. There is vocabulary quiz on the 40 words on my website, so after you memorize them, just feel free to try it. I put the link in the description box. That's it for today! You guys made it this far! Good job! High five! Yay! I'm sure you can finish the intermediate class. You can do it! Let's complete it together! 그럼 오늘도 행복 가득, 웃음 가득한 하루 되세요! 한국어 파이팅 파이팅 파이팅!